Razor blade throat, how the new COVID-19 variant is causing pain for neighbors and what city leaders plan to do about it. Here's what else is making headlines in your neighborhood.
Back in the day, we used to do paper and pencil. This STAR test is now very different, especially for our younger ones.
STAR test scores are in, and we're taking a look at how one subject was especially challenging for students in the Coastal Bend. And several road projects are in the works in your neighborhood. We'll show you what they are so you can stay aware while driving to your next destination. Chris 6 News at 5 starts right now. Good evening and thank you for joining us on Chris 6 News at 5. I'm Clara Benitez Cortez. A new COVID variant called Nimbus is spreading fast across the U.S. It first showed up in May and now accounts for nearly half of all new cases. Doctors say it may or not be more dangerous, but it feels different with people reporting extremely sharp sore throats. Here in Corpus Christi, Driscoll Children's Hospital says COVID positivity is holding steady around 3 to 3.5% compared to past cases, with fewer children hospitalized.
So it's still a little early, but the indication is that it's not more severe.
Still, doctors urge high-risk patients to stay up to date on vaccines and say it's worth it for everyone to stay protected. The CDC says it no longer recommends the COVID-19 vaccine for children and pregnant women. So we looked into their newest guidelines for you and your family. The agency recommends you get a shot if you're 18 or older. Parents, if your child is 6 months old or older, you should discuss the benefits of vaccinations with your doctor. If you're 65 and older, it's recommended you get your vaccine. This age group is at high risk for severe COVID-19, and if you've never gotten a shot, it's recommended you do so. Vaccine experts who were recently dismissed from the CDC's Advisory Committee for Immunization Practices are speaking out. All 17 say they're worried U.S. Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. will destabilize vaccine policy in the United States. Kennedy says he dismissed them because they were, quote, plagued with persistent conflicts of interest. 8 new advisors were added to the panel, many of them well-known vaccine critics. Outside vaccine advisors to the CDC will discuss and vote on this Thimerosal, a mercury-based preservative in flu shots next week. Decades ago, some people claimed the mercury-based preservative used to prevent bacteria and fungus from growing in vaccines had links to autism. The CDC says data from multiple studies show no evidence of harm caused by low doses of it in vaccines. Israel is striking Iran's ability to make missiles. The Israeli military says it has launched 3 waves of attacks on Iran in the past day. According to a spokesperson, Effie Durfin revealed the details of the strikes. The first wave hit overnight with about 40 targets near Tehran. A second wave came in the afternoon with 20 more targets also near Tehran. And the attacks mark a significant escalation in the conflict between the two countries. And Governor Greg Abbott is in Lubbock today signing a major water infrastructure bill. The governor calls it the largest generational investment in Texas water infrastructure. Senate Bill 7 will fund water projects through the Texas Water Development Board. The money will help expand the state's water supply. It will also pay for new water sources across Texas. The bill includes funding to replace old pipes and upgrade existing infrastructure.
STAR scores are in, and you have 2 main subjects, math and reading. Well, across the state, districts are noticing that their math scores aren't really adding up. I'm Michaela Chavez, your Sunrise Neighborhood News reporter downtown. I'll look at why 1/3 of students here in the Coastal Bend struggled with math this year.
With COVID, that took away a lot of the face-to-face instruction, the constant support that we can provide.
Cristina Sandoval knows firsthand the impact COVID-19 left on students. Her team supports and oversees 46 school districts in Region 2, which stretches from Live Oak County to Kennedy County. Just like other districts across the state, 6th and 7th graders in this region are struggling with math.
So the elementary and the middle school, we're still moving the needle forward, but we are not making as significant gains across the state as we have seen for algebra.
Sandoval says they look at the MEETS scores. It's what determines where students should be for their grade level. I went ahead and looked at 6th grade math for Region 2. 33% of them did not meet the mark.
The region is performing on par with the state. In some areas, we outperform. In other areas, we're slightly below the state, but we're right there with the state performance.
So why are students across the state struggling? Sandoval believes the biggest reason is changes to the test itself.
Back in the day, we used to do paper and pencil. The STAAR test is now very different, especially for our younger ones. There are drag and drop selections, there's multiple choice, there's fill in the blanks.
Each district has different priorities and different teams to meet those priorities. Take Gregory Portland, for example. 24% of its 6th graders did not meet state math performance levels. I spoke with Superintendent Dr. Michelle Cavazos about her priorities for this school year. She says the district is putting more focus on mental health support. That's why they have 3 social workers and a school counselor on staff.
That's something that the students need, especially because they lack the socialization during those COVID years, being away from the classroom, being away from the teacher, especially our young ones that are now moving towards the middle school grades.
Despite the challenge with math, there were some encouraging numbers. The state, including Region 2, saw overall growth in reading. Only 25% did not meet state performance levels, compared to the 37% that did not meet it in the spring of 2019, pre-COVID.
But ultimately, we want all our students to succeed, and this is just one of the measures that we can see their growth.
Parents can look at their kids' STAAR scores through the TEA's Family Portal. In downtown, I'm your Sunrise Neighborhood News reporter, Michaela Chavez, Chris 6 News.
Michaela, thank you. CCISD held a job fair today to help recruit the best of the district. It was held at Ray High School. Right now, the school district has several positions open, with bus drivers and teachers taking highest priority. If you missed today's event, you can always apply online. Visit our website for more information. And a sunny day over the coastal bend, but when will that change? We head on over to meteorologist Julie Quady for a look at this week's forecast and when are we going to be seeing some more of that rain?
That rain looks to be coming as early as tomorrow. Right now, with that plume of tropical moisture that's going to be set to arrive in the area, really right now that's going to be maybe mostly concentrated towards southern portions of coastal bend. We'll still see some isolated showers that could spread through across the area ahead for us tomorrow, but right now things still remain to be hot and muggy across the area and breezy with those strong southeast winds clocking around 20 miles an hour here in Corpus Christi. Still having a high temperature of 92 degrees this hour. Taking a view of our Whataburger Field sky cam here. Again, looking at a decrease of that cloud cover for now, but that will increase with that plume of moisture that's going to come in and bring in our rain chances as early as tomorrow. Looking at our temperatures and feel like temperatures across the area, can see those still going to be towards that oppressive range, reaching towards those lower 90s or even towards those triple digits for areas that are further out west, including Freer as well as Cotulla. Feel like temperatures still towards that dangerous zone, well in towards those triple digits as well. So once again, heat risk is still going to be part of our conversation in the forecast. More of those rain chances that are coming in my forecast coming up.
Julia, thank you. Potholes aren't the only issue Corpus Christi residents are dealing with. Neighbors in Kingsville are also fed up with the damaged roads. You can see patch potholes on Hall Street, one of the many streets causing a headache for neighbors. Neighborhood News reporter Tyrese Boone went to speak to neighbors in Kingsville on their thoughts on the potholes, finding out it's costing you, the resident, money from car damage.
It takes a toll on your cars, obviously, messes up suspension. I've had to rebuild them on 2 of my vehicles so far, and the tires, and you can't avoid them.
The city is currently working to repair South 17th Street. If you would like to report a pothole in the area, find the story on our website, christv.com. And finally, after 2 years of waiting, neighbors in Robstown will finally have a new bridge to drive over. 2, 3. The ribbon-cutting ceremony marked the completion of the County Road 44 bridge project. The old bridge was washed away 2 years ago by heavy rain. Getting it rebuilt was crucial for the Robstown community.
It might seem like a small bridge outside of the rural area, but it is a crucial infrastructure, not just for commerce, but for people that use this road every day to get home and to and from work.
The new bridge also reduces the risk of flooding in the Robstown and Calallen area. That's due to drainage improvements added as part of the bridge rebuild. Funding for the new bridge comes from Precinct 3 County Commissioner John Marez. The project was a collaboration between the county and the city of Robstown and Drainage District Number 2. Well, still ahead on your news at 5, sound off your sirens. The Texas Police Games are here in the Coastal Bend. We'll show you how some officers are putting their best foot forward.
Chris Six, part of the Scripps News Group.
So Juneteenth is on Thursday, but the celebration doesn't stop there. There will be a 3-day festival right here at Water's Edge Park, kicking off on Friday. I'm Michelle Hoffman in your neighborhood with more. The Texas Association of Black Personnel in Higher Education is hosting the event to celebrate the 160th anniversary of freedom. There will be a concert with a variety of artists performing until Sunday. There will also be food trucks and a health and wellness pavilion with free mammograms all 3 days of the event. In addition, there will be cultural and social exhibits showcasing Black heritage and community resources. Now, the festival centers on themes of emancipation, unity, and culture. To learn more about the events happening, you can visit our website, christv.com. In your neighborhood from the Bay Area, I'm Michelle Hoffman, Chris 6 News.
And the 2025 Texas Police Games are continuing in Corpus Christi. Today was the 5K run. Dozens of officers, including some with the Texas Parks and Wildlife Department, showed up bright and early to Water's Edge Park to take part. We caught up with some of them after the run.
Together, we've got so much going on right now, nationwide, statewide, that when your officers can at least get a little bit of relief and get out and be able to see other friends and officers and brothers in blue, you know, it's a great time for everyone.
The Texas Police Games continue through Saturday. For more information on the upcoming events, visit our website, christv.com. And before we get a look at traffic, a heads up for drivers tonight. Starting from 9 p.m. until 6 a.m. on northbound I-37 main lanes will be closed from Port Avenue to Nueces Bay Boulevard. It's so work crews can install overhead signs for the new Harbor Bridge, which is expected to open next Saturday.
All right, now taking it outside, looking at our sky cam over top SPID. So those roadways are starting to get a little bit more full as folks maybe start to head on their way, making their way on home after a day at work. Let's go and take a look at those traffic maps to get a better idea we can expect on other roadways throughout the area. Right now, heading from Portland over to the Harbor Bridge, not too much of a traffic issue until you start to get off the bridge in either direction there, that you might start to encounter a little bit of traffic heading towards Corpus Christi. Moving now towards downtown, pretty much clear for the most part on Ocean Drive down to SPID, a little bit of a mixture of medium to slow speed that you're going to see on Saratoga. Same thing a bit on portions of Waldron Road and on Flower Bluff Drive, but all clear as you head onto the JFK Causeway. That's it for Triport, with details of your forecast coming up. Hey there, good afternoon and welcome back. I'm meteorologist Julia Quady. It's still going to be hot, breezy across the coastal bend for us this afternoon. Heat risk and heat danger is still going to prove to be a consistent issue in our forecast as well, but relief is somewhat on the way with some rain chances that are going to be coming into the forecast as early as tomorrow, and get into all those details in just a few more moments. Right now, taking a look at our Sand Dollar City sky cam over in Port Aransas. Perfect beach conditions with all this summertime like heat that's currently in the forecast. Things are definitely going to feel pretty spicy out there, having those flight temperatures reaching again towards those triple digits across the area. Air temperatures, though, reaching anywhere between those upper 80s to low 90s. 92 degrees here in Corpus Christi, 88 over in Beeville as well as Port Aransas, and 90 degrees is your temperature over in inland neighborhoods like Alice. Feel like temperatures, though, across the board still reaching towards those upper 90s to lower 100s. So again, heat risk is still going to be an issue for us today. We got a little bit of a grace period coming in with those stronger and heftier winds clocking nearby 20 miles an hour here in Corpus Christi. Now, our wind gusts, they were a bit stronger earlier this afternoon, going upwards nearby 30 miles an hour, but now we're starting to see a little bit of a decrease with those, now clocking nearby 25 miles an hour. That's going to continue throughout our evening before they start to drop even further towards the teens overnight. And ahead for tomorrow, we'll still be looking at those same gusty southeast winds being a bit persistent in our forecast as we look ahead towards tomorrow. Now looking at our Chris 6 Neighborhood Weather Network, getting a closer view to Rockport temperatures right now. We can see those are still going to remain to be, again, towards those upper 80s to low 90s, but just remember to keep in mind those are air temperatures. Feel like temperatures are still going to be soaring way above that range throughout the majority of our afternoon and even heading towards our early evening hours. Even by 6 o'clock, the next hour, we'll still be looking at across the coastal bend, still having those feel like temperatures well into those triple digits. So that's part of the reason why we still have that heat risk that's going to be associated with our forecast for today. Anywhere near that moderate to major risk right now in the area across the coastal bend. Of course, more major risk that's a little bit more centered towards areas that are further inland. So again, you just want to make sure you're being careful, having any outdoor activities today, wearing that SPF, drinking that water to stay hydrated. Even ahead for tomorrow for those Juneteenth celebrations, you just want to keep that in mind. Looking at our Muggy meter here, we'll still see oppressive humidity. Dew point values well towards the upper 70s. That's going to be consistent in our forecast throughout your work week, even heading to the early part of next week. But that's also going to be tied towards that plume of tropical moisture that's going to arrive in the coastal bend as early as tomorrow. And that's also going to bring in our rain chances that are going to begin a little bit early in the morning on Thursday. That's going to continue throughout the midday and portions of the afternoon. You can see those hidden hues of green that's going to start to come on in, especially for southern portions of coastal bend, southern portions of New Essex, as well as Claiborne counties there, noting that that moisture is going to really be a bit more centered and concentrated there. And then last, ahead towards our Thursday as well. Thursday and Friday looking to be a bit of our rainier days ahead of us right now. Rain chances rather ahead for us. We'll start to see those begin to pick up a bit throughout portions of the morning as well as the midday and throughout portions of the afternoon. Then those rain chances diminishing before picking up yet again and increasing overnight into your Friday. Now, daily rain chances are going to get to extend a little bit beyond that, even to the early part of next week. Not looking super likely. Again, Thursday night into Friday, really looking to be maybe our wettest period of this rain event that's going to be coming into our area. But again, with that moisture that's going to stick around, you still want to hang on to those umbrellas for those hit or miss showers into next week.
Welcome back. What typically affects 1 to 2 people out of every million a year has now risen sharply among younger adults. We're talking about appendix cancer. Mandy Gaither explains why and shares what you need to know.
It's an uncommon disease, but a new study shows cases of appendix cancer are rising among Generation X and millennials. The research shows rates of the disease have more than tripled for those born between 1976 and 1984, and more than quadrupled among people born between 1981 and 1989, when compared to those born between 1941 and 1949.
The reason for the increase in the cancer is currently unknown, so there's not really clear guidance on how you can prevent it.
Christina Annunziata with the American Cancer Society says having a healthy lifestyle helps guard against all disease. That includes eating lots of fruits and veggies, maintaining a healthy body weight, limiting alcohol, and not smoking. While there are no specific screening recommendations for appendix cancers, symptoms of the disease typically include abdominal or pelvic pain, bloating, nausea, and vomiting, which often can mimic symptoms of appendicitis.
Good news is typically it does not spread beyond the appendix, so most of the time it is curable by this local surgery.
Annunziata says if the cancer does spread, chemotherapy and other targeted therapies are often options.
To be really aware and in touch with your own symptoms, don't put anything off, go to the doctor.
For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
Health and Human Services Secretary Robert F. Kennedy Jr. is looking to crack down on drug ads on TV. He's proposing 2 policies. One would mandate advertisers elaborate on the risk posed by their drugs, forcing ads to be longer and therefore more expensive. The other would bar drug makers from writing off direct-to-consumer ads as business expenses on their taxes. No final decision has been made. Well, don't go anywhere. After the break, we'll get a final look at the forecast. You're watching Chris 6 News at 5.
You're watching Chris 6, part of the Scripps News Group.
Welcome back. We've got the final numbers from our annual Flag for a Flag exchange. 1,546 new flags were handed out to neighbors who brought in their old flags and tattered U.S. flags. Some folks brought in more than one flag. The total number of flags that were turned in was 1,989. All those old flags will be retired with honor during a special ceremony at the Coastal Bend State Veterans Cemetery. We'll tell you and we'll let you know when that happens next. Alrighty, Julia. So tell us, when are we expecting some more rain?
So the rain looks to be coming in as early as tomorrow right now. With that next plume of tropical moisture that's going to be setting into the area. And that's going to give us some pretty decent enough rain chances that's going to linger into the early part of next week. Now, our rain chances have diminished a little bit heading towards the weekend and the early part of next week. But for now, tomorrow and Friday, let's see the best chance to get some isolated scattered showers in the forecast, but still enough to have some Juneteenth celebrations into the weekend.
Alrighty. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to KRIS 6 News at 5 o'clock. We will see you here at 6. Have a good one.